Hey, you think it's a little late to do a One Piece Pirate Warriors 3 review? I'm probably good. Anyways, hey everybody, I'm Directionally Challenged, and this is my review of One Piece Pirate Warriors 3, which may be a little late to the game. Little bit. Anyways, what is One Piece Pirate Warriors 3? Well, One Piece Pirate Warriors 3 is a game that is basically Dynasty Warriors with a big ol' anime skin on it to get those weebs to come in and buy their game. It worked. That's right, I love One Piece and all things anime pretty much, so this is a game that was really built for me. Now, I'm going to start off with the pros of this game, the things that I actually enjoyed, the things that I liked about it. What I enjoyed about this game was the aesthetics. It is a beautiful art style. The colors and everything are done well. All of it matches. It feels like an anime. It feels like a manga come to life. And that's something very important for a game that you're going to be basing off of an anime or off of a manga. That's what you want it to feel like. Some other pros of this game are the characters, the voice acting, and the cutscenes. Now, the characters are great because they are the One Piece cast, and a lot of them have amazing abilities. Their abilities feel like they're from the show, and that's what's important. Again, you want that feeling. You want someone to feel like they're getting the experience that they paid for, and the experience they paid for was to feel like Luffy, or to feel like Zoro, or Whitebeard, or Blackbeard, or any of these big major names from this series. We're not going to talk about... I'm going to talk about feeling like Chopper. Nobody wants to feel like Chopper. Everybody wants to feel up Chopper, because he's so fucking soft. So, next off, let's go in and talk about the cutscenes, because I feel like the cutscenes are important that we need to discuss them. So the cutscenes come in two different varieties. You have the manga-styled cutscene, and then you have the traditional video game-styled cutscene. The manga-styled cutscenes are okay. They're not the best. They're fine for what they are. They get the point across, they can be fun, they can be goofy, and a lot of the times they'll take place inside the manga panels. Those cutscenes, though, tend to be very flat. And I don't mean flat as in 2D. I mean flat as in just they don't have that feeling. They don't have this vibe of, this cool world. They don't make it feel like it's coming to life. That's where this game kind of falls through. But I'll get into that in a little bit. Now, where a positive is there's those 3D cutscenes they have that are bigger than life, where the characters are in full model, where they're walking, they're beating the crap out of each other. Those are great scenes. Those scenes have power. Those scenes have emotion. Those scenes have depth to them, and not just because they're in 3D, but because they feel like they've took more time to work on them. And I'm very glad about that. And the voice acting is so well done. And that's not just because they got the actors from the series, but that's one of the reasons. The writing is well done. Even though a lot of it is taken from the manga and taken from the anime, there is still enough that was added in. And the writers did a great job. And honestly, this game is good. It's fine. The gameplay works for what it is, and that is a Dynasty Warriors clone. However, let's get into some of the cons. There's probably a lot more pros that I could list, but the game, I'm trying to get this out while the game is still fresh in my mind, and I have my list that I already have. So, some of the cons are as follows. The cutscenes that fall flat, that don't work out, those are some of the worst things in the series. A lot of the times that they have these big cutscenes, and they lack the depth that they needed. They don't have the effect that they should have, because a lot of the time they changed up stuff to fit in those little, manga panel cutscenes, and they cut away, and it doesn't feel like a cutscene. It's all jumbled and cut away and move this here, new here, move shift over here. And it's cool initially. But when they keep doing it, it loses its effect and it just starts to get annoying, and you can see where the problems are. Now, another issue I have with this is gameplay. In all honesty, it gets super repetitive a lot, and it's fun to beat people up, and it's fun to do that, but it takes so long to get through a level. it takes over 40 minutes for most levels. And I'm sure you could break that down, but that's where one of the key failures in gameplay is, and that's one of the key failures in Dynasty Warriors for me. And that's why this game doesn't do well as a Dynasty Warriors clone. It would have done better on its own, because of the fact that this isn't One Piece. This isn't how battles went down. Now, Burning Blood is more accurate to the One Piece world, where it's one-on-one duking out fights. That is better suited for what One Piece is. This game loses itself because of that. It loses a lot of its power. And let's talk about why. One key issue with this game is the mission setup. See, the game runs off of a timer, so it doesn't matter normally how fast you beat the mission. A lot of the times, you're just left waiting for the timer to run out. Waiting for the cutscenes, waiting and waiting and waiting, and you're just running around, so it's more of a detriment to beat it faster. You don't really feel like you need to speed through the levels, and when you're doing like a recording or a let's play of it, or you're just like me and you want to go through the game and you want to beat it as fast as you can, it slows you down, and it slows you down in a hard way, and it just pulls you out of everything, because sometimes you'll defeat all of the enemies, and you're just left standing there going, what the hell am I supposed to do now? And the cutscenes haven't happened yet, or your team is still marching their way up slow as hell, and you're just standing there going, do 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 do. And you don't know what you're doing. You're just fiddling with your hands and just sitting there going, come on, hurry up. And that's one of the detriments to this game. It hurts it, honestly, because it takes so long to get anywhere. Now, I love One Piece. I love this game, and I love it despite its faults. I honestly can't really think of too many other cons to this game except for the ones that I've mentioned. Like, the voice acting is great. The gameplay is alright, it just gets repetitive, and a lot of the times the missions suffer from just crappy timing. I wish that there was ways that you could make things go faster, but there's just not. Now, it does have awesome other game modes, like you can play Dream Log and Nightmare Log, and you can go through the story again, and you can get all these unlocks and these costumes, and that's great, and that's fine. And I think that that's fun, and that gives the game more replayability, and that's what's important. The game does have a decent amount of replayability. It has a decent amount of story. It has a decent amount of gameplay. The problem just lies in how a lot of it's executed. And so, in all honesty, I would say that I would give this game about an 8 out of 10. If I had to. I don't really want to give it a number, but I would recommend this game. I would say, yeah, go out and play it. It's good for what it is, but if you don't enjoy beat-em-up style games, then don't play it. That's all I can tell you. You're not going to enjoy this game if you don't like beat-em-ups. If you only like anime, then you might enjoy this game, because you will get that feeling of being in an anime, and that's what's important. So, yeah, final thoughts. If you enjoy beat-em-up games or you enjoy anime, I would say pick this game up. You'll like it. If you don't enjoy those two things, then you're not going to enjoy these games. But if you just enjoy Dynasty Warrior games, then give it a try. It's exactly like Dynasty Warriors. Anyways, I'm Directionally Challenged, and I'll see you later, Navigators. Bye!